Hello everyone. Today we are going to discuss a very important topic from your writing skill, and that is formal letter writing. So as you all know, in formal letter writing there are two types of letters. One is of business letter, or you can say writing a letter for inquiring or placing an order, or for complaining for some defective goods. And second one is letter to the editor. So now we are going to discuss how to write a letter to the editor. So first of all, while writing a letter to the editor, first of all we will discuss the format in which a formal letter is to be written. So if it is a formal letter, whether it is we are writing to the editor or it is a business letter, in all the formal letters the format remains the same. And what will be the format? What is the format that you have to follow? First of all, there will be a statement given to you in your examination. First of all, you have to read that statement carefully, understand that statement, and you will find three things in the statement that you have to use in your formal letter. First thing is, most probably the address of the sender is given in the statement. Sender's address is given in the statement. It is in the form, suppose you are Ram/Rama of, and of के बाद जो भी given address होगा, that will be the address of sender. And receiver's address is also given in the statement. Further, the topic on which, or you can say the issue on which you are going to write a formal letter, that is also described in your statement, and that will be used in subject. Okay, so how you will start a formal letter? First of all, one thing you should always keep in mind, that in formal letters the alignment of all the lines should be same. Okay, no space should be left before starting any line. First of all, you will write down the sender's address. Most probably it will be given in your statement. Then you have to write down the address given in the statement. If in case it is not given in the statement, then you can write down any hypothetical address from your side. In sender's address, first of all you will write down the particular house number or address of the house. Then in next line you will write down the area, locality address, that is in form of sector or colony or any particular area will be mentioned. And after that, in next line you will write down the city address. So from this sender's address you can see that first of all we will write down the smallest address, that is house number. After that we will mention the particular area, and in the last we will write down the largest address, that is we will mention the city of the sender's address. Okay, so it is for the sender's address. Next we will come to the date. Before writing a date, you will leave a line. Okay, this arrow means we are leaving a line here, we are leaving some space. After that we will write down the date. While mentioning a date, you will always keep in mind the format of the date should be appropriate. If you write down the date like 17/5/2021, it will be wrong. Okay, you have to write down the date in the format. If you are writing the number first, then this 17th May, it is not 17 May. Okay, you will write down 17th May 2021, or you can also write in the format, if you are writing the month first, then May 17, 2021. Any one of these two formats you can adopt. Okay. After that, leave one line and then you will write down the receiver's address. One thing you should always keep in mind that in sender's address, we were writing only and only the address. No name or designation will be mentioned in sender's address. But in receiver's address, first of all, you will write down the designation of the receiver. Who is the receiver? To whom we are sending the address. Who receives your letter? So, first of all, you will write down the designation of the receiver, then office in which he is or she is working, and in the last you will write down the city name of that particular office. Here, the designation of the receiver is mandatory. It is very much necessary to write down the designation of the receiver because as it is a formal letter, so if you are not mentioning any designation, so your letter in whatever office receives your letter, then nobody will take the responsibility of that letter. But if you are mentioning some designation, for example, the editor, the principal, the manager, the sales manager and all that, if you are mentioning some designation, then the designated person will receive your address and he is responsible to answer it. He is responsible also to take the necessary steps also. Okay, so this is the necessity of writing designation of receiver. Okay, so in receiver's address we will write down designation, and before designation always write the article the. Okay, like the editor, the principal, the manager. Then name of the office means the, here we are writing a letter to the editor, then we will write the Times of India, the Hindustan Times or any other name of the newspaper that is mentioned in the statement. Sometimes it is written in statement that write a letter to a national editor of a national daily. Then here you will not mention the office name as national daily. You have to write down the name of some newspaper. It can be any of the newspaper like Times of India, Hindustan Times and all. Okay. So this is the format to write down sender's address, date, then receiver's address. Now comes to the most important part of your formal letter, that is subject. I am saying it is most important because the subject decides the priority of your letter. Again I am saying, as it is a formal letter and in all the offices people are busy in their work, so the subject, it should be precise and to the point. It should be precise and to the point means it should be maximum in 1 and 1.5 line. Because there is people do not have enough time to read the complete letter. They will read your subject and they will decide the priority of your letter. जो सब्जेक्ट है इससे सामने वाले को पता लगना चाहिए कि what is the motive of writing this particular letter, why are you writing this letter. Okay, so क्या है कि there are so many jobs, there are so many letters received by the editor and he will decide which one is more prior, which one is more important to take action. So your motive should be clear in your subject. One more thing is that your subject could be in phrases also. It is not always necessary to write down the subject in a complete sentence. It can be in phrases, but it should be clear to describe your motive of writing the letter. Okay. So this is the most important part of your formal letter. Then we will write down the salutation. Salutation means here we will write down sir, dear sir, or respected sir. You can also write down madam, dear madam, or respected ma'am. But sometimes what the students do, they write down both sir oblique madam. Don't do that beta. You have to write down only either you write down sir or madam. Okay. After that, it starts body of your formal letters, that is content of your formal letters. So while starting the body of your letter, here no space should be left. कई बच्चे क्या करते हैं कि यहाँ पे स्पेस छोड़ के लिखना शुरू करते हैं. So you should start your line from here only. Don't leave any space here. And there are many ways of starting a formal letter, or you can say a letter to the editor. There are some fixed lines also. There are some beautiful fixed lines also. You can remember those lines and you can use those two or three lines in each and every letter to the editor also. Or you are free to start your letter as per your wish. So if you are writing like through the esteemed column of your newspaper, esteemed means famous, or through the esteemed column of your newspaper, I want to draw the kind attention of the concerned authority. Concerned authority means the authority which is which belongs to the particular problem mentioned in our subject. The authority which is responsible to take the action regarding our problem. So it is not always possible that you know all the authorities related to all the problems, and it is not necessary also. So you can write down just the concerned authority. Concerned means जो भी whatever the authority related to that particular problem, जो भी संबंधित अधिकारी है हम उसी को रेफर कर रहे हैं. तो व्हाट इट मीन्स कि आपके फेमस न्यूज़पेपर कॉलम के द्वारा मैं जो कंसर्न्ड अथॉरिटी है, जो भी संबंधित अधिकारी है, उनका ध्यान अट्रैक्ट करना चाहता हूं. किसकी तरफ? टुवार्ड्स द प्रॉब्लम ऑफ, जो भी प्रॉब्लम आपने यहाँ सब्जेक्ट में मेंशन की है वो प्रॉब्लम लिख देंगे. ओके. और यू कैन राइट डाउन लाइक I shall be highly thankful to you if you publish my views regarding the problem of, जो भी प्रॉब्लम आपने मेंशन की है वही आप मेंशन कर देंगे. ओके. देन आगे आप क्या है, 1 or 2 लाइन्स में यू विल एक्सप्लेन योर प्रॉब्लम, एंड आफ्टर दैट यू विल राइट डाउन हाउ द प्रॉब्लम इज अफेक्टिंग द पीपल. ओके. एंड इन द लास्ट you can write down, please publish my views in your newspaper so that the authority may take the corrective measures. Thank you. And in the last, yours truly. In left hand side, yours truly, or you can also write down yours sincerely or faithfully, then signature and name. Here you will write down the name on the name mentioned in the statement. Here we are writing on the behalf of Ram, then you will write down the name Ram. Whatever the name given in the statement, you will mention here. Do not write your own name. Okay, beta? For example, this is a statement given. Pavements are meant for pedestrians. Pedestrians means पैदल चलने वाले. जो pavements means जो फुटपाथ होता है वो पैदल चलने वालों के लिए होता है. These footpaths have been encroached upon everywhere in the city. encroach होता है जो मतलब कब्जा कर लेते हैं ना. तो क्या है, वो फुटपाथ जैसे रेहड़ी वाले हैं या फिर इलीगल पार्किंग वगैरह है, उनकी वजह से क्या है, उन पे कब्जा हो रखा है. और जो पैदल चलने वाले हैं उनको क्या है, मजबूरी में they have to walk on the crowded roads at the risk of their lives. यानी कि जो भीड़ भाड़ वाले रोड हैं उन पे उनको चलना पड़ता है क्योंकि फुटपाथ पे तो जगह नहीं है. इट हैज बीन एनक्रोज्ड. और वहां रोड पे चलने से क्या है, उनकी लाइफ का भी रिस्क है, एक्सीडेंट्स वगैरह हो सकता है. सो राइट अ लेटर टू द एडिटर ऑफ द टाइम्स ऑफ इंडिया, न्यू दिल्ली, ड्रॉइंग द अटेंशन ऑफ गवर्नमेंट टू द प्रॉब्लम, सजेस्टिंग टू टेक स्ट्रिक्ट action against the encroachers. Encroachers means who encroaches the roads. You are Ram/Rama, 48 कैलाश कॉलोनी, न्यू दिल्ली. तो ये स्टेटमेंट बिल्कुल ऐसी ही स्टेटमेंट आपके एग्जाम में आती है. सो you are writing the letter on the behalf of Ram and Rama and your address is 48 Kailash Colony, New Delhi, that you have to write down in the sender's address. Okay, and date, you will mention the date, particular date on which you are writing the letter. Then receiver's address, in receiver's address you will mention the editor, Times of India, New Delhi. And what will be the subject? It will be प्रॉब्लम ऑफ एनकरोचमेंट ऑन रोड्स. आपके एरिया में रोड्स पे जो कब्जा हो रखा है उनकी उस प्रॉब्लम को आप हाईलाइट कर रहे हैं. ओके, सो देन सैल्यूटेशन. और आगे आप लेटर स्टार्ट करेंगे. थ्रू द एस्टीम्ड कॉलम ऑफ योर न्यूज़पेपर, आई वांट टू ड्रा द काइंड अटेंशन ऑफ द कंसर्न्ड अथॉरिटी. दिस कंसर्न्ड अथॉरिटी मे बी गवर्नमेंट और इट मे बी पुलिस, वट एवर, टुवर्ड्स द प्रॉब्लम ऑफ एनक्रोचमेंट ऑन रोड्स. तो इस प्रॉब्लम की वजह से लोग कैसे अफेक्ट हो सकते हैं. देयर मे बी चांसेस ऑफ एक्सीडेंट. एल्डर पीपल और चिल्ड्रन मे ऑल्सो फेस द प्रॉब्लम. ओके, यू कैन से ट्रैफिक जैम की प्रॉब्लम हो सकती है. यू विल मेंशन 2 or 3 प्रॉब्लम्स and then you will write down, please publish my views in your newspaper so that the authority may take the corrective measures. Corrective measures means whatever the corrective steps required. Okay, then thank you, yours truly, and you will mention the name Ram or Rama. Okay, so this is your formal letter to editor. I will send you the PDF also, and I will send you a statement on which you have to write down, you will write down a formal letter. Okay beta, I hope you understand it well. If there is any problem then please ask. Okay beta, have a nice day.